YouTube boxing community. Alright, I'm about to give y'all my reasons why I feel like elite fighters don't matter no more. We have gotten way past the point of redundancy talking about the same two guys. Whether they're the best now or their place in history amongst the all-time greats. What we live in is an era of media hype. Media hype from the top, and it just as far as it can trickle down. If it was left up to these guys, you know what I'm saying? Not even the top tier of elite fighters. You know, we can even go down a tier or two. If it was left up to those guys to carry the sport, they couldn't. They can't. They won't. And the reason that I even still watch boxing, you know, it's not because of Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? I don't watch Pacquiao because I'm just a Pacquiao fan. He's an exciting fighter to watch. But he's exciting because, you know, he wins, which is not necessarily exciting. But he almost has a throwback style of fighting. What I want to call Friday Night Fighter style. And the reason I say that is because most guys, when they get to a certain level, they fight not to lose as opposed to fighting to win, if that makes sense. Some might understand, some may not. But every night I get home, I mean, this is how I do it. I DVR Friday night fights. I mean, I DVR every fight, everything that comes on. I DVR them all. So every night when I get home from work, I watch a fight of it. One fight, you know what I'm saying? And then I will leave the rest for the next day or next couple of, whenever I get, I'm gonna have some time. So by the time the next Friday come, I'll have watched the complete show. And especially this season, I've seen some great matchups. Real fights, when these guys fight, man, they fight with all their heart and soul. And they will never see the kind of money that these guys see in their whole careers that these guys might get for fucking an appearance somewhere. And that's why I still watch. Those guys fill the void that is missing when we see these so-called elite fighters, the top level pound for pound fighters. They don't do it for me. They don't give it to me. That's why I don't talk about them a whole lot. They just don't do it for me. Week after week, man, I watch fucking undefeated guys get knocked off by fucking slow ass, hard to pronounce name dude who on the surface look like he don't have a shot, but he's young and he's hungry and he fucking just keep fighting, and eventually he'll beat this guy who got more power than him, got better footwork, better speed, and he'll somehow break that guy down with his will, you know what I'm saying, because he wanted to win. And also because the other guy wanted to win, you know what I'm saying? But the style matchups, it's not necessarily the styles, it's where they're at in their careers. You know what I'm saying? You got this guy who's 17-2 and another guy who's 19-1, and they both equally want to win. Ain't worried about losing. They ain't already lost. And they don't have shit to lose, but a lot to gain if they win. So they go at it. They go after it. They be getting it. And when I'm done watching them fights, I'm satisfied. That void is filled. It's like, you ever had a meal and you cleaned the fuck out of your plate and you kind of sitting there like, damn, I ain't really full. That shit didn't really do it for me. Or even if you fuck a girl, you could bust a nut. You could even be done. You know what I'm saying? But it just wasn't that good one. When I'm done watching these fights, most times I'm good. Sometimes I remember the guys, their names. I want to see them again. Sometimes not. But when I need that void, because I have a passion for boxing. When I need that void filled, it's not these elite guys. It's not a pay-per-view fight. It's not an HBO fight, World Championship Boxing. It's not a Showtime Championship Boxing. At best, sometimes it may be a show box, you know. Most often now. But that good ass fight where at the end of the scores, whether it's a 10-rounder or an 8-rounder, you don't even give a fuck who won. All you want to know is, when these two motherfuckers get in the ring again, please fight again. I can't wait for it. That's the kind of fight I'm talking about. Please, can y'all please just do it again? I remember how I felt going into the 10th round of Castillo Corrales. And I'm like, damn, this was a good ass fight. I remember I was over at this chick's house and I'm watching it. And I'm like, man, this was a good ass fight. I don't even care who wins. And, you know, I said that, whatever. And, you know, because it was just such a good fight at that point. So then, bam, left hook, Corrales goes down. I'm like, oh shit, it's over now. You know what I'm saying? Good ass fight, Corrales. He gets up, down again. I'm like, come on, man, just stay down. You fought a good ass fight. It's over, man. That was a hell of a fight. And I don't know how, when it happened. I mean, I'm watching this unfold. And the next thing I know, Castillo is up on the ropes. Both his hands down. And Tony Weeks jumps in. And I just could not believe what I had just seen. It literally almost brought tears to my eyes, because for as amazing as the fight was, to have the ebb and flow, the back and forth, you had cuts, you had swellings, you had knockdowns, you had point deductions, you had great outside fighting, some of the best inside fighting you will ever see in a boxing match. Two guys fighting for supremacy in a division at a very high skill level. That fight literally almost brought tears to my eyes. Like, my eyes watered. I couldn't believe what I had just seen. That fight was that good to me. And I thought that when I seen Barrera Morales the first fight, that I would never see a fight close to being that good. You know, this was before Barrera Morales was Barrera Morales. And I said, this would be the best fight ever, and there would be not ever a fight to touch this. And if it does happen, it definitely won't be in my lifetime. And lo and behold, I get Marquez and Vasquez. The first one, a burner, 9 rounds. Or 7 maybe. So they rematch. Nah, it can't be. It ain't gonna be nothing like the first fight. Can't be. Second fight, even better. How? I have no clue. How they did it, I have no clue. But it was better than the first fight. So with those two fights going down, there is no way possible these two motherfuckers gonna get back into the ring with each other and have anything close to that. These two guys got together for a third time and had the only fight that I could compare to Castillo Corrales. You had all the drama that you could have in a fucking fight. And the only thing that possibly even put any hope of damper in that fight was the point deduction, which kept it from being a draw, which it should have been, I believe, which would have been a perfect way for that to end. One win, a draw. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it would have been perfect, but that was the best fight I've ever seen. Vasquez, Marquez 3. 12 rounds of two motherfuckers fighting like their lives and the lives of everybody they love depended on it. Those are the type of fights that keep me watching. Not these other guys who make way more money than I could ever dream of. Rarely do they even make me want to watch a fight for a second time. It's those Friday night fights where guys fucking 19-4 and other guys 21-2, and they just fight with all their heart and soul, man. And when I'm done with the fight, I'm done watching it. Sometimes I don't even care to fucking see the decision. It don't even matter. These guys ain't never gonna be on HBO anyway. But if they were, you definitely feel like you're getting your money's worth. That's why I watch. That's why I love it. Those are the guys. And if they ever take Friday night fights off, Showbox, they ever take that off, probably stop watching boxing altogether. And that's real shit.